I want to do a brief video today on something that I'm starting to see a lot of. When you get a busy market, there is certain properties that are definitely unfinanceable, properties that even to an A bank, all the type of thing can be a problem. Kiss of death is a lot of words. People go, well, the land, it's all land value, or the land's worth that's a problem. So a few tips here to know. If you have a house that is in bad disrepair, even if you're an A+ borrower, you have billions in the bank, and we're going to have to do that privately or do a construction loan or something like that. We have options, but do not expect A rates or A terms, something like that. So if you have a property that's in dire straits, and any type of significant renovation things, you have a foundation problem, you have a mold problem, you have a problem where the house is just meaningfully dated, that's going to be a problem. Second thing you get is, even if the house is bad, if you have a huge hoarder's house, which I was recently, and it's full of stuff, so much stuff, and people can't even get in there, that's going to be a problem, and you're going to find that's going to be a difficult type of home to finance. The third type of home is going to be a manufactured home. Even most people understand mobiles are very, very tough. Anything older than 2000, regardless of what type of borrower you are, is going to be very tough to finance. Even if it's on your own land, there is obviously more exceptions, but pads are pretty much completely out in this day and age. But even if you have a manufactured home that came in two pieces, that could be a problem to finance, irregardless of whether or not it's also land or anything like that. So keep that in mind. The fourth thing that I'm seeing a lot of is when you get a property that has multiple buildings. So if you buy a property that has a lot of barns and maybe an extra mobile or something like that, remember, there's not a huge amount of value placed on additional buildings. So we're seeing appraisals come in much lower for a property like that. So that could be an example of something that's relatively unfinanceable. Last part of it is obviously to do with anything to do with grow or meth labs. There is option for that, but not with every lender. And then finally, some condos, when you see a condo that's older or has an underfunded contingency fund, so there's that means that a lot of money, there's not a lot of money to pay for repairs, and the startup fees are low. Condos get turned at all time based on the property itself. So this is just a couple of ideas on some properties that are financeable. If you want to buy a home, in saying all that, they're usually great opportunities if we can change it from unfinanceable to a financeable property. So if you have something like that you want to check out, do give us a call. We have some options, but you have to go in eyes wide open to all that, and you'll be much more successful.